the external equalizer connection is made on the suction line, approximately blank beyond the expansion valve's sensing valve in the direction of the compressor. The answer is, okay, letter B. Ayun po. Next. 52. What should be the cooling requirement due to emission of human body to maintain a comfortable temperature in a dance hall with an attendance of 1,500 people, of which 75% of the people will be dancing, others will be seated? Take note that the adult will give off 71.8 watts of sensible heat while engaging in moderate dancing, and 57.1 watts of sensible heat while sitting. The latent heat emissions for similar situations are 177.3 watts for dancers and 45.5 watts for sitters. So ito po, merong room na isang hall, no, dance hall, na meron po 1,500 people inside. 75% of the people will be dancing. And then, of course, 25% of the people will be nakaupo lang, no? But although nakaupo po yun, nagre-release pa rin yun ng heat. Na dalawang klase yung nire-release ng heat ng mga tao to the air, kasi yung air po tatanggap ng init, no? Dalawang klaseng heat, there is sensible at meron pong latent heat. So, pagka-atin lang po natin yun, kaya ang gawin natin, kunin natin yung total heat na total heat emissions, no, nung mga sumasayaw plus the total heat emissions nung mga nakaupo lamang. Okay? So for the yung mga sumasayaw, we have the 75% of 1,500. So lagay po natin dito, okay, 75%, so shift, okay, percent, ayun, times 1,500. Ayun. Times, okay, ang ginawa po natin dito ay pinagsama na po natin yung sensible heat at latent heat na ini-emit nung sumasayaw. So according to the problem, we have 71.8 watts for sensible heat nung adult na sumasayaw, plus yung latent heat nung sumasayaw is 177.3. Ayan po yun, no? Equals, kung ilan man po yan, dadagdagan po natin yung plus. Sino idadagdag natin? Ang idadagdag natin is the total heat emission naman po ng mga nakaupo. Kahit nakaupo lang po yun, nagre-release pa rin yun ng init, no? Basta buhay yung tao. Okay, 25%. Ayan. And then, times 1,500. 25% of 1,500 people inside the dance hall. Times the sensible heat plus latent heat po noong nakaupo. Okay, ang kanyang sensible heat according to the problem is 57.1 watts plus yung latent heat is 45.5. Okay, kahit po nakaupo ikaw, pagpapawisin ka pa rin, hindi po ba? Okay, press equals, we have, okay, ayun, no? Meron po tayong 318,712.5 watts, or kung gagawin natin kilowatts, divide lang po natin ng 1,000, yun ay letter D. And I hope nasundan nyo po. 53. Which sensing valve charge is used in low and medium temperature applications that do not require pressure limiting characteristics? Letter A, liquid cross charge. 54. In 1 hour, 300 kilojoule of heat flow by conduction from the outside to the inside of a cold storage. If the temperature and all other conditions are the same, how much is the heat flowing through the cold storage room in 2 hours? Ang sabi po, 300 kilojoules of heat ang pumapasok per hour. Okay, mula sa labas, papasok sa loob ng storage. 2 hours daw po ang lilipas na oras. Di times 2. Ganun lamang. I don't think we calculated dito, no? So, kumbaga ito po ay madali lamang iso. So, 300 times 2, we have letter A. 55. Which of the following changes may increase the flushing in a liquid line? Letter D, decreasing the line diameter. 56. The heat pump has a performance factor of 8.0 PF. If the heat pump is used as a refrigerator, what is the required horsepower per ton of refrigeration? Kumbaga ito po, babalik rin natin. Yung heat pump po kasi, magpapasok tayo ng init doon sa area. Kung babalik rin natin, yun yung refrigeration, magpapalamig tayo. But if we're going to convert that, okay, if we're going to convert PF into COP, kasi COP po para sa refrigeration eh. So ito yung relationship nila. PF is equal to COP plus 1. So if we have PF, performance factor 8.0, edi obviously ang COP lalabas po na 7. Now, the problem is asking us for the required horsepower per ton of refrigeration. Remember, COP is equivalent to the ratio of the cooling load capacity of the refrigeration over the work consumed by the compressor, no? So, ilan daw po yung work ng compressor in horsepower? Ayan. Sabi dito sa problem na to, per ton of refrigeration. So, ibig sabihin, kada isang TOR ng QA. Yun ang ibig niya sabihin, eh, no? Now, since ang QA over work is 7, kung babalik rin natin yun, work over QA, yun yung 1 over 7. If we're going to convert yung TOR into kilowatts, we have this conversion. Okay? Makakancel isang TOR, magiging kilowatts sa taas. But since what we really need is horsepower, ko-convert natin yung kilowatt into horsepower. What's the conversion? 1 horsepower in every 0.746 kilowatts. So, cancel yung kilowatts. Okay, matitira po horsepower per ton of refrigeration. O, nakita niyo po yan? Kumbaga, palalabasin lang po natin yung unit, no? Okay, pindutin natin sa calculator. So, we have 3.517 over yung 7 TOR times 1 times 0.746 kilowatts. Ay, maganda po kung meron kayong calculator, masundan nyo din po ako. Okay, therefore we have, we have 0.673 horsepower per ton of refrigeration. And that is letter D. 57. As the refrigeration load decreases, the amount of refrigerant catering through flow receiver C decreases. C. 58. The suction pressure of a 4-stage compressor is 140 kilopascal. It compresses air at the rate of 15 cubic meters per minute. Clearance is about 8% and 200 RPM. The compressor discharges compressed air at a pressure of 1000 kilopascal. Determine the ideal pressure at the first stage intercooler considering that the compressor uses intercooling. So, hinahanap po dito is the intercooler pressure. Ayun, no? Determine the ideal pressure at the first stage intercooler. So, ang hinahanap po dito ay yung ating pong PX. Since this is 4-stage, we have to use the general formula for an intercooler pressure. Ito po yan, the nth root of PS raised to n minus 1 times PD. Alam ko po, nakita nyo na po yan. Yun ang maganda, no? Kung tayo po umaatin na refresher, nare-refresh sa atin. Okay, so n ngayon, in this case, is 4 stages, so it would be 4th root. And then PS, suction pressure is 140, ang PD, yung discharge pressure 1000. So, ganun po, substitute lang, no? So, shift, okay, 4th root, sa loob po ay 140 raised to 4 minus 1. Or raised to 3, pwede rin, no? Para mas mabilis, times 1000. Okay, press equals, we have 228 0.87 kilopascal, and that is letter A. Dali lang po, basta po tanda ang ating formula. At hindi naman po mahirap din tandaan yung formula, lalo kung lagi po ikaw nagpa-practice at nagsosolve. 59. Refrigerant piping is designed and installed in a manner that A. Minimizes refrigerant pressure losses in the connecting piping. 60. A receiver tank is used to blank. A. Hold the excess refrigerant during lighter loads. Kilogram of air is compressed adiabatically in a steady flow manner. Compute the heat if the compression efficiency is 80% and the work done on the air is 265 kilojoules per kilogram. So, ito po, zero kaagad. Bakit? Kasi, ang hinahanap po kasi is compute the heat. If the process is adiabatic, kagaya po nito, no, the air is being compressed adiabatically. Pagka po ganun, adiabatic, it means to say na irreversible, ano po yan, no? Reversible, isentropic ang process. If that is the case, wala pong pumapasok na heat at wala ring lumalabas na heat. It doesn't mean na walang heat dun sa system. There is, kaya lang, wala pong heat exchange. Okay? Hindi tumaas o bumaba ang heat, walang pumasok galing sa labas na heat, at wala ding lumabas galing sa loob na heat. Kaya po, kung tatanungin, compute the heat of the compression process, and the process is adiabatic, wala na po tayong kukomputin doon, diretso na po yun, zero. Ayun. Sige, 62. Which fitting produces the greatest pressure drop? A. 90 degree standard elbow. 63. About 3 horsepower per ton is required to maintain a temperature of negative 40 degrees C in a refrigerator. Compute the heat rejected to the sink per ton of refrigeration if the refrigerator works on the reverse Carnot cycle. One of the basic analysis po ng refrigeration is yung pagre-reverse ng Carnot cycle, no? In fact, dun po natin na-derive yung COP formula in terms of temperature ng sink and temperature ng heat reservoir. So in this case, hahanapin po natin yung heat rejected to the sink per ton of refrigeration. Pagka po may ganong salitang per ton, ibig sabihin, kada isang TOR na QA per ton of refrigeration. Yung po ibig sabihin ng pere, kada isa. Okay, kada isang TOR ng refrigeration. So, ang gawin po natin, ganito yung given, no? Yung work ng compressor natin is 3 HP per ton. Yun ang sabi. Ang ibig sabihin po nun, kung ang QA mo isang TOR, ang work ng compressor mo 3 HP. Kaya 3 HP kada isang TOR. Yun ang ibig sabihin. Now, since we want the heat rejected, compute the heat rejected, we have to do energy balance, no? So, kapag nag-energy balance ka po sa reverse Carnot cycle, makikita mo po doon na ang QR, heat rejected, is just the sum of the heat inputs, which are the QA, yung heat absorbed in the refrigeration space, plus yung work input ng compressor. So, that's it. So, kung pagpaplasin po natin, no, si 1 TOR QA, pero kailangan maganda gawin po natin silang kilocalories lahat, no? Kasi ang hinahanap po ng problem is kilocalorie. So, convert mo na natin. Ang isang TOR is 211 kilojoules per minute. So, times ko lang agad ng 211. Okay, and then, cancel ang TOR. For us to make kilocalorie, meron tayong conversion. 1 kilocalorie for every 4.187 kilojoule. So, makakancel doon ng kilojoule. Kilocalorie per minute na. Ayun, kagaya na nasa choices. Para lang po yan sa QA, no? QA pa lang po yan. So, maglalagay pala tayo dito ng over 4.187. Okay? Okay, equals. And then plus, ayun, pa-plus tayo. Sino ipa-plus mo? Yung work. Ilan ba yung work natin? 3 horsepower. Gagawin din natin kilocalorie per minute. So, we have a conversion. every 1 HP, that is 746 watts or 0.746 kilowatts. Kaya ang kilowatts pa kilojoule per second ang katumbas po nun, no? So, ibig sabihin dito, na-convert na natin siya into kilowatts. Yung kilojoule, gawin na lamang natin kilocalorie. And yung seconds, gawin natin per minute kasi ang kailangan po sa choices per minute, ano? So, times 60 seconds per minute, magiging minute na. And kailangan din natin mag-divide ng 4.17 to make it kilocalorie. So, dito po kailangan nakapag-practice po tayo, no? And it's a way of practicing the conversion, no? Kasi sa conversion, makikita mo po yung cancellation ng units, no? And it's very satisfying kapag nakikita mo, nagka-cancel yung mga units na kailangan mag-cancel at matira yung mga units na kailangan mo. Ayun. So, equals, that is, so we have 82.46 kilocalorie per minute, and the closest on the choices is letter C. Siguro po, kung meron mang konting changes, baka po sa pagra-round off, no? Nira-round off muna niya. Sa atin po kasi walang rounding off. Dire-diretso yung calculation natin kasi meron naman po tayong calculator. Okay? So that's it. 64. The device used in a control loop to measure the control variable is called a D sensor. 65. An air compressor consumes 1,200 kilowatt-hour per day of energy. If the electric motor driving the compressor has an efficiency of 80%, find the mechanical efficiency of the compressor knowing that the indicated power of the compressor is 34 kilowatts. So, ang sabi dito, it's 85% C, patunayan po natin. Pagka po nagbigay ng efficiency ng compressor, since compressor is an equipment that consumes energy, pagka po may efficiency, i-divide natin yon. Ganun po yun, no? Kasi kapag po there is losses, no, mas lalo pong lumalaki yung nakokonsume na kuryente nung compressor. Okay? So, ayan, kagaya po yan ng pumps, ng blowers, ng fans, yan. Mga equipment po yan na nagko-consume ng energy. Okay, so i-divide natin yung efficiency. Kagaya po nito, work ng compressor over the mechanical and electrical efficiency equals the power consumed. So, ang hinahanap is find the mechanical efficiency. So, gawin po natin ay direct substitution lamang po tayo. Ano? So, verify natin on our calculator. 34 kilowatts, that's the power of the compressor. We have alpha X as the mechanical efficiency times 80% the electrical efficiency. Kaya ang sabi, the electric motor driving the compressor has an efficiency of 80%. So, yun yung electrical efficiency. So, shift percent. Okay. And then we have equals alpha equals fraction. The power consumed is 1,200 kilowatt hour per day. In a day, we have 24 hours. So, divide po natin yan 24 para makancel yung oras. Now, the shift, solve, okay, and we have, that's it, 0.85 or really, letter C, 85%. So, ganun lang po, again, kapag compressor, nagbigay ng efficiency, i-divide natin kasi it is energy consuming equipment. Number 66. If the thermal capacitance of a process is low, the control differential must be blank to prevent short cycling of the compressor. Answer is A, increased. 67. As the amount of saturated air drawn back into a tower decreases, the tower approach blank. C, decreases. 68. Which of the following is not considered when determining the pressure drop available for a TXV, a thermostatic expansion valve? C, refrigerant pressure. As the amount of superheat in a system using a straight liquid charge sensing valve increases, the needle of the TXV thermostatic expansion valve blank the flow of refrigerant. A, increases. Which type of metering device can be used in multiple flooded evaporator applications? A. Low side float. Be used to create a check valve in a heat pump system. Letter B. Short tube restrictor. Okay, 72, problem solving. A refrigerator is rated at 1 ton capacity, maintains a cooling temperature of 4.4 degrees C, evaporator temperature. A refrigerant with a refrigerating effect of 136 kJ per kilogram is in the condenser just ahead of the expansion valve. If the refrigerant vapor has a density of 19.80 kg per cubic meters, calculate the capacity of the compressor. So in this case, hinahanap po ay work ng compressor. So paano po natin ito gagawin? Una muna, we have to rely on dun sa binabanggit po na capacity. No? Remember, ang QA po is equal to mass ng refrigerant times the refrigerating effect. The refrigerating effect is actually the amount of heat na na-absorb in the refrigeration space per kilogram per unit mass. Okay, kaya po dito mapapansin nyo yung given na refrigerating effect is 136 kJ per kilogram. But actually, it is also QA. Naka per unit mass lang po siya. Okay, so ganun po Now, kung isa-substitute natin, nagbigay po ng 1 ton capacity. So, masosolve natin yung mass ng refrigerant. Kailangan kasi natin yun para po makompute natin yung capacity or work ng compressor. Yung mass ng refrigerant. Ilan yung refrigerant na dumadaan sa compressor. Okay? So, dito po ay makocompute natin 1.55. Let us verify sa calcul natin. Pwedeng 211 over 136 equals, ayun, it's really 1.55 kilogram per minute. Okay, now let us compute for the volume flow rate, no? Ilan yung dumadaan, gano'ng karami per cubic meter. Divide lang natin by density. Nagbanggit naman po ng refrigerant vapor density yung ating problem. Sabi ay divide by density 1.55 over 19.80. So divide natin ng 19.80. Okay, so that's it. We have meron po tayong 0.078 cubic meters per minute, and that is letter A. Ayun. Pagka po compressor capacity, it can be that the problem is asking for the horsepower or kilowatts ng compressor. Kung hindi naman po ay yung kanyang volume capacity, ilan yung tinatanggap niya at inire-release na refrigerant. So in this case, yun pong hinahanap, no? Volume flow rate ng refrigerant passing through the compressor. 0.078 cubic meters per minute, and that is letter A. 73. Which type of metering device can be used in packaged air conditioning units? Answer B. Short tube restrictor and capillary tube. 74. Which of the following system characteristics does not affect the flow rate through a stationary short tube restrictor? D. Fluid direction. 75. Which of the following system changes has the least effect on the flow rate through a stationary short tube restrictor? B. Increase in subcooling. 76. Which type of intercooler mixes the liquid refrigerant from the condenser with the discharge vapor of the lower stage compressor? A. Open. 77. Which of the following systems has the most complicated oil return system? A. Direct staged. 78. Ito po, drag force. It's about drag force. Pagka po yung hangin, mayroong binubunggong object, okay? meron po tayong tinatawag na drag force. Para po yung sasakyan, pagka tumatakbo siya, sumasalubong po doon yung hangin. No? Kung gaano kabilis yung takbo ng sasakyan, ganun din po yung bilis ng hangin na sumasalubong po sa sasakyan. Pagka po hindi maganda yung pagkakadesign ng hugis ng sasakyan, dahil malaki po yung drag force, nakakabawas po yun sa performance ng sasakyan. Lalaki yung konsumo sa gasolina, no? Kaya mahalaga pong bagay itong pag-aralan natin, no? Kaya po ito included din in our board examination. Okay, 78. Air flows past a 2 inches diameter sphere at 100 feet per second. What is the drag force experienced by the sphere given that it has a coefficient of drag of 0.5 and that the density of the air is 0.00234 slug per cubic feet? Ito pong drag force na to is directly proportional with the velocity po, no? Velocity of the flowing air. So, huwag na po natin na i-derive, pero ito po yun. Drag force is equal to C, the coefficient of drag, times the specific weight of the air, times the area projection ng object po na bubungguin niya, times the velocity head. Ayun, so V square over 2G. Para po sa sphere, ito yung sphere. Halimbawa, ito po yung hangin na tumatakbo, no? And then, ito yung sphere. Para sa isang sphere, yung area projection niya ay ito. If we are going to project the area ng sphere sa isang vertical plane, ayun, ang ma-trace po natin is actually a circle. Kaya, in this case, yung projection area po natin is the area of a circle. Okay? In terms of diameter, it is pi d square over 4. So, gawin po natin, direct substitution na lamang po tayo. So, the coefficient of drag is 0.5 times specific weight. Ang specific weight po is density times gravity. No? So, yung density po ng air is 0.00234. Ayun. Times gravity in English, it's 32.2. Okay, times yung ating pong area. Ano ba yung area natin? Yung pi over 4, the diameter in feet square. No? Dapat po ang diameter natin dito naka-feet din. Okay, so shift pi over 4 times. Okay, times, ang sabi po ay 2 inches. So, i-divide natin ng 12 inch per feet para po naka-feet yung diameter. Para lahat ay feet. Yung feet po kasi by default na unit for length sa English. Times the velocity head. V square over 2G. So, ang velocity po natin ay 100 feet per seconds. Okay? Over 2G. No? 2 times 32.2. As you can see, dito po, no, dalawang beses natin ginamit yung gravity. So, pwede, the next time around na mag-calculate tayo, tapos English units naman, pwede natin tanggalin na yung 32.2 eh. Pwede po eh, no? But anyway, just the same, basta memorize yung formula, direct sub, and if the units are consistent, then hindi ka naman po dyan magkakamali. So, the answer is, ayun, 0.128 pound force. And that is letter C. Okay, don't forget the formula for the drag force. 79. Discharge line lubricant separators are not usually employed in systems blank. D. They are used in all of the above systems. And alin yun? Ito po yun. Operating at low temperatures, utilizing non-oil returning evaporators, and systems with a small range of capacity control. 80. Which of the following high side pressure regulators operates on an increase in differential pressure? That is C, or ROA, or open rise outlet across. Following system characteristics is not needed when selecting the proper water regulating valve for a water-cooled application. D. The minimum ambient temperature. 82. 82 is another problem for drag force. No? A circular cylinder, kanina sphere, ngayon po cylinder yung bubuin. 4 feet long and 3 feet in diameter is in airstream. The flow velocity is 5 feet per second perpendicular to the axis of the cylinder. So just imagine po, no? Yung axis ng cylinder, naka-perpendicular doon yung daloy ng hangin. Given that the coefficient of drag CD on the cylinder is 1.3 and the density of air is 0.0023 for slug per cubic feet, what is the force on the cylinder or the drag force? So, kung maalala nyo po, kanina, ito yung ginamit nating formula. But, as you have seen, no, na-cancel natin yung gravity. So, if we're going to cancel out that gravity and rearrange the formula, pwede pong ganito yung formula natin. In some textbooks, ganito yung pagkakapresent nila ng formula for the drag force. So, I'm showing you two ways of the formula, representing the formula. So, it's up to you kung sino po yung gusto mong matandaan, no? But ako personally, nung nag-take po ako ng board exam, ito yung gamit ko, itong pangalawa. 1/2 CD density area velocity squared. Ayun. So, direct substitution lang po tayo. We have, kumbaga dito, wala na po tayong kakansilin ng gravity. Diretso na. No more unit analysis. Diretso na. Times CD. CD is 1.3. Coefficient of drag. Times the area, the density of air 0.00234. Ayan. Okay, times the area projection. Since this is a cylinder, and since the flow of air is perpendicular to the axis of the cylinder, if you're going to imagine it, yung projection po niya on a vertical plane, okay, is going to be a rectangle whose length is the length of the cylinder and whose height is the diameter of the cylinder. Okay? That's why it is simply base times height or length times diameter. Kaya po nilagay natin dito 4 times 3. Rectangle po kasi yung mapoproject ng cylinder kasi naka-perpendicular sa axis ng cylinder yung flow ng air. Okay. I hope nasundan nyo po yun. Times the square of the velocity flow 5 feet per second square. So, no more unit analysis. Yun ang kagandahan ng formula to. Dire-diretso ka lang sa pagsasubstitute. And therefore, we have 0.46 pound force, and that is letter C. 83. Which type of control requires a control differential? C. 2 position. 84. When the pressure on the high pressure side of the system decreases below the high limit set point, blank the control differential. An auto-resetting high-pressure control closes the control circuit to the condensing unit, enabling the compressor. Answer is minus. 85. Which method of compressor capacity control does not produce a reduction in condensing power requirements when the compressor capacity is decreased? Letter D. Hot gas bypass. 86. A hot gas bypass valve responds to changes in the system's blank pressure. The answer is C. Suction. 87. As the difference between the cut-in and cut-out pressure increases, blank. Answer is letter B. The range increases and short cycling decreases. 88. As the load of a refrigeration system increases, the one cycle of the compressor increases. 89. Intercoolers are devices used in direct staged system to blank. Letter D. Reduce the temperature of the vapor entering higher stage compressor. 90. The type of unit that incorporates several stages of compression using different refrigerants is called a blank system. Yun po ay letter C. Cascade. Refrigerant is not used in the high stage of the cascade system. Refrigerant 23, R23. 92. The flow cycle for the refrigerant in an absorption chiller is C. From the condenser to the evaporator to the absorber to the the generator. 93. The refrigerant in an absorber releases its high pressure latent heat of condensation in the blank condenser. 94. The temperature difference of a wastewater cooled condenser is blank that of a recirculated water system. The answer is A, greater than. 95. The surface area of the tubes in a water-cooled condenser must blank if the LMTD or logarithmic mean temperature difference is less than the design value and the saturated temperature is to remain constant. What must be in the blank? It must be letter B. It's B, no? Remains the same. 96. A measure of the average thermal intensity of the gas and vapor molecules in the atmosphere is the blank. A, dry bulb temperature. 97. A measure of the amount of water vapor that can be absorbed by the atmosphere under its current conditions is called wet bulb temperature. And that's the reason why it's being called wet bulb, no? Kasi it's the capacity of hangin of the air, no, to absorb water vapor. Yun po yung wet bulb temperatures, no? Yung dry bulb naman, it's the temperature na masusukat mo gamit yung thermometer. Ayun. 98. So answer daw sa 98 ay D. Check natin sa solution. A 26 horsepower pump is to deliver 475 gallons per minute of gasoline at 20 degrees C. Calculate the resulting pressure rise across the pump if it is 78% efficient. Note, the density of gasoline is 42.5 pounds per cubic feet. Okay, so in this case, what we want to compute, no, according to the problem, is the pressure rise. Remember, in calculating the work of a pump, the basic formula is gamma QH. Okay, gamma QH. Now, if we're going to rearrange gamma QH to Q times gamma H, that gamma H is actually the pressure. So, dito makikita natin that the work of the pump is actually equal or equivalent to the product of the volume flow rate Q and the pressure rise P. So if we want to compute for the pressure rise, we just need to divide the work of the pump and the volume flow rate. And fortunately, in this problem, we already have the work of the pump. Ayun po, binigay sa problem, we have the 26 horsepower and volume flow rate, ayun, 475 gallons per minute. We just have to be careful with the unit conversions, no, unit analysis, kasi magkakaiba po ito ng unit, and we have to make it sure na yung lalabas po na pressure is in PSI. So direct substitution tayo. We have 26 horsepower, and then lagyan po natin efficiency, no, nagbigay ng 78% efficient. Ibig sabihin, yung 26 horsepower pump, it will be less, no? Kaya magta-times po tayo ng 78%. So, times 0.78. And then, equals the 475 gallons per minute times the pressure. Let's make it X, no? Yan kasi yung by default na variable in our calculator, X. Now, ito, kulang po ito kasi, as you can see, we cannot see anything na that will lead to horsepower dito sa right side of the equation. So, we must introduce conversions. Una po is yung inches square. Let's make it feet square. Kasi yung horsepower, it will be coming from foot-pound force per minute. So, it must be in feet. So, 1 feet is 12 inches. If you're going to square it, it's 144. So, kailangan po natin mag-times ng 144 para makancel yung inches square ang matira pa feet square. Na next, yung gallons, let's also convert that into cubic feet. 1 cubic feet is 7.481 gallons, or in other words, we divide this by 7.481. Okay mas malaki po ang cubic feet kaysa sa gallons. Ano po? So, gallons will be cancelled out. And we have this conversion for the foot-pound force per minute into horsepower. We have 33,000. Meron din po tayo ng 550 foot-pound force, pero per seconds naman yun. So, pag tinimes mo na 60, that will be 33,000. So, we have times 1 over 33,000. And as you can see, very obvious na nakikita na natin na horsepower na both sides of the equation. So, wala tayong problema sa units. Let us verify shift solve kung talagang tama yung ating, ayun, that's it. So, the pressure is 73.2 psi. So, dito po, maiksi lang yung formulang gagamitin, no? But the real challenge will be coming from the conversion. So, we have to be aware, no? We have to be also good in conversions. Okay, number 9, the ratio of the current partial pressure of the water vapor in the atmosphere to the saturation pressure of the water vapor at the current drive of the pressure is called the blank. That is the relative humidity. And finally, our last item for refresher 5 ng pipe, the saturation temperature of the water vapor in the atmosphere is called, C, dew point temperature. Okay, and that's the end of our refresher 5 for pipe. Okay, thanks be to God. And huwag po tayong makalimot na magpasalamat sa Panginoon at lagi po tayong manalangin, humingi ng awa sa Diyos para po sa ating ginagawang review at para magabayan din po tayo on the verity of board exam. Kaya po, good luck po sa inyo mga engineer, and God willing, ayun, magkita-kita po tayo sa loloobin ng Panginoon, no? Sa pagpasa ninyong mga soon to be licensed mechanical engineers.